It's 10 to 5. More on the story that broke earlier on today. More than 500,000 Whirlpool washing machines have been recalled over fears of fire risks. The machines, branded as Hotpoint or Indesit, were sold between October 2014 and February 2018. Now, this comes just a few months after the company launched a major recall of dangerous dryers. Well, we can speak now to Public Affairs Manager at Electrical Safety First, Robert Jervis-Gibbons. He is in central London. Robert, this is another huge problem for Whirlpool. What's the advice being given to customers today?
Well, the advice given to customers, they need to recall 500,000 washing machines, Sarah Jane. So they've got a big challenge on their hands again. This is the second recall in a year. So the advice to consumers from the company is to contact the company as soon as possible, and there's a list on their website of recalled machines. The problem, the challenge that the company faces with the second recall in a year is to find not just tumble dryers now, but also washing machines. This is very inconvenient for consumers just before Christmas, Sarah Jane.
Yeah, inconvenient, and I'm just casting my mind back to the tumble dryer recall, and I remember covering that and covering it a few months later when the company was saying not everyone's got in touch. There are still many more of them out there. So how many customers actually take notice of this and check their washing machines? Because that's the concern. It doesn't reach everyone.
That's the real issue. Because we don't register white goods when we buy them at the point of sale, the manufacturer doesn't know where their customers are. So the challenge for Whirlpool, again, is to basically find potentially now over 1 million washing machines and tumble dryers that are out there. It's going to be an enormous task. From our own research, what we know is only 10 to 20% of electrical goods recalls are actually successful. So there's a really big challenge, Sarah Jane, for consumers and for the company itself.
Robert, a lot of people will be saying, how is this allowed to happen in terms of these washing machines were sold for a number of years under 2 different brands, and they've only just discovered the fault now?
Yes, I mean, the real issues with the recall process in this country, we've seen a press release from the government today which seems to suggest that they've asked the company to do this. If that's the case, this would be the second time that the company has been asked to do this within a year. As we know, it took the company 4 years to issue a recall for the tumble dryer situation. They've issued another recall today. We still don't know how many tumble dryers there are out there which could be still in use. The estimation is between 500 and 800,000, and now we've got 500,000 washing machines on top of that as well. This is an enormous challenge, and again, it's going to be very inconvenient for people before Christmas, where they might have something potentially dangerous in their homes.
A challenge, inconvenience. I think the emphasis should be put on the word dangerous. I mean, how can a company like Whirlpool be getting away with this? What's going to happen to them as a consequence of this?
Well, I think the government is going to have to seriously look at this situation, Sarah Jane, because if there are dangerous items in people's homes, they need to issue immediate recalls. We don't know the full details of why this recall was issued today, but companies who know that they have dangerous products need to issue recalls immediately and not delay. If they know that there's dangerous products in people's homes, they should issue a recall as soon as they know that information.
Okay, Robert, we have got details on our website. People can head there, skynews.com, to find out more. But how can people check if one of their washing machines, or dryers, because they're still out there as well, is one of the recalled items? How do people check?
There's a list on Whirlpool's website. If they go onto the Whirlpool website, they will be able to find a list. But our advice would be, if you think you might have one of these washing machines or tumble dryers, to stop using it immediately. Do not use it. This is going to be very, very inconvenient for people before Christmas time, when everybody needs a washing machine. But the reality is, please stop using it, because washing machines in England alone cause 523 fires every year, Sarah Jane.
Oh, Robert, it's a serious situation. Thank you very much. A lot of our viewers have been getting in touch with me on social media saying they're having trouble getting hold of Whirlpool today, but persevere. It's a really dangerous situation you may be in. Robert, thank you very much for talking to us about that. As I said, more on our website, skynews.com. Going to take a quick look